You mentioned while you were in Nebraska, you worked with the black community, and I think there was the incident that I'm aware of in terms of your efforts to desegregate a swimming pool. Can you tell me that story and how that happened?
Well, I was doing playground work for the city.
And what city is this? Lincoln.
Lincoln, and before they changed the pool. Change the water in the pool, they let kids swim free. And when I went to the city hall to get the tickets passed around, they said, don't give any tickets to the black children, or to colored children, they said. Colored was the accepted word at that time. So I said, well, you better keep them all. I'm not going to sneak around, hand out tickets here and there and pass up others. And the more I thought about it, the madder I got. And so I decided I would resign. And I sent in a letter of resignation and sent a copy to all the playground directors in the city. The only guy who quit was a guy who worked with me who was black, and a veteran who had white troops under him and so forth. And he was an angry person, so he was even angrier than I was, to the point of where he couldn't rationalize. He would have been a great Black Panther if the Black Panther movement had been present, but it wasn't. As a matter of fact, blacks were fairly passive at that time. And anyway, nothing was happening, so I decided I'd go to the city hall and talk to them at that city council meeting. And I said, you're in violation of the state statute. Well, first of all, I got some kids together. There was a guy taking graduate college who was a professor at Southern University in Louisiana, which is the black part of LSU, and at that time. And he came with me, and we tried to get in the swimming pool, and they wouldn't let him in. So I just wanted to make a test, and so I went to the city council and said, you're in violation of state statute. They had a very good state statute that wasn't enforced, but they had a very good, very specific statute from way back. And the upshot was that they said, not one black has asked for what, or not one colored person has asked for what you're asking for. And I said, would you be happy if we made a swimming pool in the colored neighborhood? And I said, no, that's still in violation of your statute. And he said, not one colored person has asked for what you're asking for. So I went to the Urban League, and I was active at the NAACP anyway, so I went to them and told them what was happening, and went to some of the black preachers. And I knew the Urban League person because they'd asked me to come talk to Career Day or something to some of their kids. And so anyway, their city hall will seat maybe 200 people, and we had over 200 people there, at least half of them black. And other people were very helpful, were some veterans come back from the war, the American Veterans Committee. They were very kind of the answer to the American Legion, very liberal group. And so they had no choice but to opened the swimming pool, and then a cold spell set in, so nobody went to the swimming pool. And the guy the playground director tried to blame it on the fact that they had opened the swimming pool. And so there was a friend of mine, one of the AVC guys, who went down, did some research on temperature tables, and we gave them a whole list of temperature tables, told them that was probably the reason. And anyway, it stayed open after that, but it was not a big thing. It seemed big at the time, and in a way, it was kind of a defining moment for me.